We have in-house 2022 regional, Southeast regional champs, Augusta Jaguars. And I'll tell you what a victory it was over number 2 Queens, 77-76, with Miguel Arnold's unbelievable three-pointer, and also teammate Tyree Myers. So proud of this team, Coach, if you'd like to open up.
Yeah, okay, so they lost 2 months ago today. They lost January 15th. We lost January 22nd. So it was 2 cruise liners heading to this championship. And I don't know, because I've been coaching a long time, I don't ever remember winning on a three-point shot. Clint might remember more. Definitely, I don't remember winning on a three-point shot. We ran a play called Chop. We stole from Kansas a long time ago. And a great shot, but a hell of a pass. That's why he's here, okay? So Queens is very good. We knew that. So I'm watching the semifinal game, and I'm like, yo, these 2 teams are really good. And we got out there, and we were really, we turning the ball over too much. That's a whole other issue. But then we had a point where we're really passive defensively. And I kind of told those guys, I said, tighten up, because they run good stuff, they're ball and handoffs, all this crazy stuff they're doing. But we got really passive. And then Tyree tightened up with the ball, Troy tightened up with the ball, and all of a sudden we created some bad possessions for them because we could not stop them. But credit to our crowd, freaking unbelievable. Like I said, I've been here 18 years, and I've never won a game like that, especially of this magnitude. And Zach asked me before the game how many times we played in this game. And I'm like, okay, that's 5. We lost that 1 year. Oh, I looked at it. I think this is correct. We're 15-2 in regional tournaments at home. We lost to Wingate, first regional, and we lost to Anderson in a similar situation. We missed free throws rough. So I felt if we could get close, we were going to win the game. And we had a great run. Our crowd was into it. And Bart and them had to burn some timeouts. And as we jokingly said during the thing, it got by a timeout, They scored, and we immediately called a timeout because I had him off the floor, okay? So everybody, well, we should, no, let's get this one back on the floor, okay? Because of his stellar defense, he was off the floor. But ask these guys questions. These are the guys that got us where we are.
Miguel, I heard you tell the news that, I think you said you weren't going to shoot the ball. And I think you did kind of pass up one right when you caught it and then took a dribble and shot it. Is that how that went down?
Yeah, it went down. Honestly, I wasn't going to shoot the ball. All I heard was Tyree saying, shoot it.
Yeah.
And I shot it and it went in. So honestly, all the credit I give it to Tyree. He's our captain. He led me into the last second. And he got us here, so the show went in. Because it was thank God that the show went in.
Tyree, if he wouldn't have shot that ball, you'd have had some words with him, I bet.
Yeah, for sure, because he passed up the first one. As soon as he caught it, he had one shot, and he took a dribble. The dude still wasn't up close enough. And I said, shoot it. It's only a couple seconds left. I only want you shooting the ball. So he shot it, and it went in.
Have you ever played with anybody that could even come close to him when it comes to getting a free shot with the game on the line?
I mean, I played with a lot of good shooters, but Gail was up there with the very best of them. He makes shots at a high level in tough crunch times, and he got it done tonight.
Right. Tyree, obviously, like Tyshaun said, like Miguel just said, they call you the captain. And it seems like the last 2 games, but just this whole season, late down the stretch, your game raises. They look to you for your leadership, and so you play at a higher level. Talk about just your mentality and your ability to raise your game, in those clutch moments down the stretch.
I think it was clear out there. First half, I played like poop. So I know second half I had to come around. My team was going to need me in a very tough game, very close game. And I just started playing, started hitting shots. I just need to see one go in, one went in, the next one went in, hit some free throws, and my team keep encouraging me. They believe in me so much. So it's like I gotta go out there and do it. I have to. My team believes in me.
I was gonna say that in practice when we shoot on free throws, we always call him closer. Every time, closer, because that's what he does. He's not scared to take the step that he needs to take, and that's what he does. He just be closing the games. Well, we need him the most.
Miguel, after the game, I heard Jacques saying, he trusts his life with you shooting that shot. Obviously, what does it mean to have the trust from your teammates and your coaches to take that shot to win the game?
It means everything, I love the fact that they trust me with their life, quote unquote. But no, I'm here all the time working out. I'm in the gym, and I'm in the gym. So
Right, he's in the gym.
Tyree, it's obvious that, especially looking at this game, that you need 40 minutes to beat this team. 40 minutes of good basketball. What does that say about you and your teammates?
Yeah, we're well conditioned. I mean, we always play to the last, till it's 4 zeros on the clock. We knew this was a tough Queens team. We knew it was a tough Queens team. We saw their film. We saw the semifinals game against Lincoln Memorial. We knew both of those teams were tough. And we knew we were going to have to give it 40 minutes to come out here with a W. Not 38, not 36, not 39, a whole 40 to come out with a win. And thank God Gail hit the shot, and we won the game. And we're regional champs now.
Dale, I want to ask you real quick about your freshman, Kirby. He's been wowing us all season with, his stellar athleticism. But I think tonight will really highlight for me on his part was his court awareness and how much that seems to have improved over the season. Can you tell me how he's grown on the court over the year?
He makes more shots in games he doesn't practice. I know that.
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's a given. I think it was a tip-in. Was that a tip-in he had? Okay. Mm-hmm. The tip-in he had was what I call a dude play. Like, that was like, whoa, where did he come out of? Curb's a good player, So defensively, we put him on 15 to start the game, all right? And then they're involving Tyshaun in a pick and roll, so we put him on 55, okay? So for a guy that came into our program, we really didn't know what we were expecting. Early in the year, it was a struggle with some things. He would really get down on himself. He would take himself out of the game. And I went outside at 4 o'clock, and I hear him yell my name. I'm like, what are you doing up here? So at 4 o'clock, whatever that truck he drives, that big monster truck, all right, he was in the parking lot at 4 o'clock, okay? I guess he does that thing on his legs, whatever they call it, Normatec thing. But he was here really early, and I'm thinking, is he jacked up? Because when he gets off kilter, it's sometimes hard for him to get back going. And now he was dynamite. He banged some threes in when we were struggling. We were turning the ball over. We were sloppy with the ball. We had 7 turnovers a half. We ended up with 11. I think we had 2 to start the second half. I was going to burn a timeout. I usually don't do that, but I took Troy out, okay? I'm usually stick with my guys. I'm like, Troy got beat on that cut. And I'm like, I got to take him out because he's not playing well. And but no, Kirby was, the guy was playing, man. He was playing. He's good. He's a good player. We're very happy to have him.
And Coach, I asked Coach Lundy about this as well, but they were doing that trap, full court press. They were, pressuring guys, getting guys up into you, trying to stop you from shooting threes. What adjustments did y'all make, and how did y'all attack?
All right, well, a couple things. They trapped with about 5 or 6 minutes to go, and we got out of it. I turned to my assistant, I go, they're not going back. They ran a little run and double. They had it in arsenal, because I remember they trapped it, and we got out of it. I think someone made a shot.
Troy got to the line, I think, on that one.
Okay. They 1-2-2'd us. I would rather have seen a 1-2-2 than full court man-to-man, all right? Part of it was Kenny Dye, number 15, was going to be guarding him. So it was a rest thing. They didn't want to take Kenny off the floor. So in the past, they picked us up full court man-to-man. They went to a 1-2-2, and we're kind of good with that. We got good players not going to turn the ball over. Conversely, if they would have picked us up full court man-to-man, which they started early, and a couple times we had him take it out to relieve him, and we were in the first half we would drive it and make these home run passes. I think 4 of our turnovers were just, he kind of complained to Tyshaun I should have caught it. It was a hard pass. Okay.
He told me he should have caught it.
Yeah. Okay. Turnover. Okay. What about the lob play? He was wide open. What was that one?
Turnover.
Oof. We ran a lob on an inbounds play, and he was wide open. Yeah, that was or was a shot. Okay. So, but no, it was. And we got good players, man, and I'm really happy to be taking these tie-dye uniforms up to. We're gonna wear these tie-dyes. So I don't know what happened, but we'll wear these tie-dyes, right? And based on seeing will be our color of uniform. I don't know when you guys probably know when we find that stuff out. Probably the third. I have no idea. They're reseeded, so I have no idea they do it.
Coach, that you mentioned full court man or 1-2-2. When you drew up the chop play, did you know what they would do, and does it matter?
Yes, because I said if they're in the 1-2-2, Tyree, you got to go with it. And I told Troy when he inbounded to get down the court. Okay, and I got confidence in him to go up the court, and then we kind of flowed right into chop, which we have never worked on a 1-2-2 back into a flow chop. Never, ever.
So I can't remember. You just went straight into the middle of that zone press?
So at first, first it was a show 1-2-2. But as soon as I got it and Gail got up the court and I started dribbling, it was like a man.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like we just running the play chop.
Yeah.
And we ran it, he came off and he hit the shot.
That's why I wasn't gonna shoot the ball because that's what I saw too. But
Yeah, but they was in man.
yeah, I know, too much going on at the same time.
As long as he tells you what to do, you know, you
Listen
get
to
it done.
him. Yeah, listen to him. That's good.
Now, Coach, you know, depth. Coming into this thing, it seemed like, and Coach Lundy mentioned it in his press conference, that, you know, maybe they had a depth advantage, but, you know, you can only play 5 at a time. And I'm looking at this, and none of our guys shot it more than 11 times. We had, you know, Augusta had, well, where's the points? You know, 3 guys in double figures. Tyree had 9, and Troy had 7. Tyree made those 2 big threes. Darren had 9 too? Okay, yeah. So 6 guys, you know, putting points on the board. Only 3 guys took more than 3 shots for them.
Yeah, okay, so they don't like it when I take him out, especially this one over here. Okay, he knows he's coming out first substitution. But he looked at me like I was crazy when I took him out. I had to, because he had to get a blow. You know, I learned that way back when I had Tyshaun. You have to take him out even if it's for a minute because it's a mental break. You know, Tyshaun, you gotta, if he gets tired, he picks up fouls. I would say Tyshaun's a mental break, but they're not, because when he comes out, he doesn't pay attention, okay? So, like, he needs a blow just so they can go over and just chill for a second. We had a bad possession in the first half, but we had Darren with 2 fouls, he with 2 fouls. We got to stop. I probably should have burned a timeout because I want to carry over. The ball was in Miguel's hands, and he's not in that situation, but it was like, okay, let's lose this possession to keep our 2 point guards with 2 fouls. Because I told them, if he picks up his 3rd, what are we going to do? So at halftime, that's why we started the game with Kirby on 15. And because I knew we weren't going to win the game without him on the floor. So it's tough, man. One thing I have to worry about is no bad body. Everybody, you know, they're playing. The 7 guys are going to play, and they know it. And, you know, and like Viti came in and graded great minutes defensively.
He did.
Great minutes defensively. Really battled around on 55. So it's a great team effort. And like I said, I without question, I don't know. This was about as electric atmosphere like the Paul Biancardi. That's his daughter that works for Queens. Yeah, Paul Biancardi. She introduced
Very
herself
neat.
and she said this was an unbelievable atmosphere. And I, you know, we went up to Queens. Whatever, 2 years ago, freshman year. Okay,
3 years ago.
we travel really good. Okay, we're a little obnoxious, our fans. Okay, I know that when they yell during Lincoln Memorial and Queens game, they yell at the referees. Okay, but man, this thing was filled tonight with Augusta fans. I don't know how many fans they had, and that electric atmosphere was what a regional championship is supposed to be. And then this guy bangs one in with whatever 1.7 on Solak. So we don't win this game if it's not home. You know, I don't think we won. How many won this year at home?
19,
All of
20 and
them,
0.
20 and 0. I'm going to petition the NCAA and see if they want to move the Elite 8 here. Make a call. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. I'd love to be able to do that.
Sorry.
I was going to kind of mention that, you know, you guys have been able to run through, you know, the tournament at home. How tough is it going to be, you know, going on?
Okay, so I'll go back on January 22nd. We played Flagler at Flagler. They burned a timeout with 30 seconds to go when they were up 8. Okay, that's I wasn't mad at the coach, and I burned another one right afterwards. And I got them together and said, if we play this hard, and we get Kirby back, because Kirby was at a funeral, we are going to win games. And from that day forward, we started playing harder on the road. We were playing bad on the road. We were bad defensively. The 3 losses we had, you're not going to be perfect. But I remember during calling timeout, they burned my call. If we play this hard and we get Kirby back, we're going to be fine. And I didn't know we'd win out games. Go
You
ahead.
said we're not losing any more games. That's what
I
you
probably
said.
put a bad word in there too, right?
Yep, you were mad.
Yeah. I was mad.
Yeah.
I get mad at you?
You were just jacked.
Oh, when they called timeout. Yeah. That's
You was just jacked.
Yeah, because I just said, I saw us play with the fire we're capable of playing on the road, because I didn't see it in Columbus, I didn't see it in Lander, and I didn't see it, who the other one we lost? Columbus, Lander.
And that
And that Flagler.
But I definitely didn't see it in those 2 games. And I'm like, hey man, if we're to win on the road, we're good, man. People are going to be jacked up to play us. And I saw it, and then we kind of captured it, and you know, then we headed to a different state to play.
Tyree, you know, the crowd was just mentioned, and, you know, as these games have gotten more and more important, it seems like the crowd has grown more and more, and they've gotten more and more rowdy and behind you and supportive. It's got to feel great, right?
I felt it was wonderful knowing that our fans support us. We knew it was going to be a packed house tonight, regional game. our fans always come out to support us ever since we've been winning.
Yeah.
So we knew tonight was going to be packed, and we're grateful for our fans.
Tyree and Miguel, obviously you guys were here 3 years ago when you guys lost to Queens in the regional championship. So what does it mean to finally get to bring that home?
You want to go? Go ahead. Nah, Tyree told me we owned them, and we knew we did. They're a great team. We knew we needed to play the whole 40 minutes.
Yeah, I will say this. So the other day, we do film. I do a little differently. My sister runs film. I watch my own film. I don't know how to clip and all that stuff. So I told them, like, because we saw it against Pembroke. When you're in this game, there are going to be some people making good plays. 55 was a stud tonight. So he shoots the pull-up floater. I'm like, whoa, okay. 15, Kenny Dye, stud, okay. 2, dynamite for them. Shooting, I don't know what he was shooting, floater, I don't know what he was shooting. But I told our guys, they're going to make good plays, man. They're good teams. We're going to make good plays. He hit a little pull-up, I think, off an inbounds play. That was a tough shot. Like, that's a hard shot to make. Tyshaun was that a tip-in dunk in transition? You trying to tell me he's athletic now? What was that?
I got this kind of transition.
Oh, you flipped it back.
He ran the court.
I wasn't real good with that. What are you doing? We flipped it back. So I knew he was going to flip back. Please don't flip it back. Please don't flip it back.
He's been mad that I haven't been throwing the ball back for a dunk. So I seen it in transition. I seen him running with me. I said, let me reward the big fella. It's in shape, man. It's in shape.
Well, and on that play, when you made Dye mishandle it and then got it, you had been denying him that whole possession. Was that, you mentioned telling the guys to get up in their stuff a little bit. That was kind of a turning point. Right?
It was, and that's the ego thing in a good sense. He's like, hey, I'm going to shut him down. All right. Same thing. He wants to guard 15. Okay, I also want him on the game. So we had Kirby on him. And then when Darren came at the end, I say, Darren, you go guard him. He's good with that. But he had a stretch. Kirby and him did a great job on him. They were hurting us on ball screen rotation. But, 55 was a dude. Like, he was playing. Like, even when he caught in the post and shot faked.
You had been playing really good defense up to that time, and they got a couple of fumbles and
found
the ball in the basket. And
then we rotated properly, and then we got Bill dribbling, and we gave up a layup, but we did rotate. So, no, it's good to have good players.
Yes.
One thing I've said. Everybody was talking about Queens. I told my guys that we're good too. Like, they gotta play us. They gotta play us as well. We are the #1 team. The tournament's here for a reason. So I think our guys took that well, and knew we always had a shot to win the game. Like, we don't never play to lose. We play to win the game. So.
I think it was 6:49 to go when we called time. And I said we've been the best defensive team in our conference all year. We can stop these guys. Like I said, we were very passive, and partly because we had a little bit of foul trouble. We were passive, and they were dicing us. Okay, but we picked it up when we needed to.
And I was going to ask, obviously, we talked about it from a technical standpoint, but, when you get that shot and you shoot it and it goes in, like, what is that feeling like? Obviously, then after the game, everyone's celebrating, running up the court, just from an emotional standpoint.
I don't even know. Everybody just jumped on top of me. I was kind of scared. It was too many people. I was just like, everybody just get away from me. It was great, man. I'm just happy right now. Just want to go home and take a shower and just lay down,
For a stretch, you guys held regionals for 5 straight years. The last time you guys held it, you guys lost kind of on a similar shot to Anderson. So how does it feel to have the reverse option? You guys win it.
Well, it's the same thing. Whatever our record is, when you get to a regional tournament, there's good teams left. And like Clint said, that year Anderson beat us. I think we won 38 in a row at home. Man, we missed 2 free throws. We were up 2 with 8 seconds to go. 81% free throw shooter, missed 2. Put the game in overtime, we lost. And same thing with Queens. They're a good team, And we were the only 1-2 matchup left in the Sweet 16 games. Like, I don't know, I don't follow all the other stuff, but I know like West Liberty was a 2 because they got bounced in the first round. So there was no other 1-2 matchups. There were 2 games already finished going into the night. So Hillsdale and Chico had already advanced. That was a 1-2 game. Like, man, that's, if everybody paid $10, it's worth it. Hell of a game.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, hey, yeah. I got a suggestion. If you like the tie-dyes, wear them. But, man, those light blue uniforms, those could be our home uniform. Oh, we lost in those? Okay.
Yeah, we like going what we win at.
Yeah, I got you.
Never
I
lost
got
in
you.
these yet, so I'm.
Well, for a lower seed, we got to wear.
We wearing these. These really blue.
They're really blue.
Black.
Yeah.